2009, I published a study which, and I'm very proud of that actually, it's very flattering. It's often referred 2023 and has been since 2009, namely, what is the reaction of our immune system when we are exposed to man-made artificial electromagnetic fields? And it's a pretty thick paper, and I could summarize it by saying that initially it looks as if the immune system successfully, I would say, is trying at least to fight the electromagnetic field exposures, like from base stations, power lines, Wi-Fi routers, or whatever. But after some time, it was very clear that the immune system cannot really cope and handle it, and it starts to, you can call it leak. After time, it kind of deteriorates. The whole system deteriorates. And this has, of course, an enormous impact on our general discussion regarding health issues, for instance. And I'm not saying there is a connection, but it's tempting to speculate about the recent COVID-19 pandemic, which started in the Chinese city of Wuhan, which also happened to be the center of development of the fifth generation mobile telephony. I'm not saying we have proven anything, but it's interesting to see from our paper in 2009 how the immune system cannot really cope with these massive exposures. And one sort of funny thing with this was that I had worked for a long, long time. Actually, it started already in the Bioinitiative report, which many of your viewers and listeners will know about. And from that, I progressed into more and more detailed studies of the immune system and the impact of electromagnetic fields. But when the manuscript was ready to be sent to the journal Pathophysiology, I felt very insecure. I thought, no, this cannot be true. I need to ask someone about this. So I went across the street from the Karolinska Institute to the Karolinska Hospital, and at the Department of Immunology, they had at that time a scientist, one of the sort of world-renowned #1 scientists regarding the immune system. And I said to her, I have written this paper, but I don't trust myself. I must have done something wrong here. Something is so fishy. Can you please read it and tell me where I went wrong in the text? And she said yes, and after a few weeks she came back, and then she said, no, you have not done anything wrong. It's a exemplary manuscript. It's very, very well written, very detailed. You support every sentence with references, and you have really done a fantastic job. So there's nothing wrong, but I understand that you feel insecure, because now I feel very insecure, even afraid, she said. What are we actually exposing children, teenagers, ourselves, our elderly, animals, plants, bacteria, and so on to? Well, you so easily in the scientific literature could find this wealth of information, put it together, pointing to that we are taking an enormous risk, actually. So she was, I think you would say, converted into believing in me, and I was extremely flattered. And then I remember I sent the manuscript to the journal Pathophysiology. We got a few comments, or I did. I was the single author, you know, and that was it. And it went straight to printing and publication.